Michelle has maybe answered this one.
Well, the smallest acts become a vast root of virtue.
Yes, exactly. Even you do smaller virtuous deeds, it expands to become vast root of virtue. Yeah. Okay, so Sandra, I have one question for you. When you have give rise to bodhicitta, so then what become your happen? Change to what happened you change to for what?
You become a son or daughter of the Buddha.
Okay, correct. Great answer. Okay, so now then this question is like for Kates. So bodhicitta, this benefits is only this life or future life?
That's easy, Kempo. It benefits future life too.
What happened in future life?
You'll have a higher birth.
Only that's it?
Well, it depends on how much bodhicitta you got.
Okay, so how many different levels of benefits?
Kempo, I've skipped too many classes. My karma is to get an F.
What happened? You say very easy, but it's not easy there, right?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay. So standard and cherry, can you give me this answer, like the bodhicitta's benefits, future life, 3 different levels. Which one is the first one?
Say 3 levels.
Yeah, perfect. One of them is you traverse to happier and happier states of mind. And I'm not sure if this is what you're asking, but best case, you become a perfectly awakened Buddha.
Yes.
Or in a middle path or scenario, realized bodhisattvas on the bhumis and paths. And worst case, which still sounds great, we will be inseparable from the 3 jewels and reborn in an extraordinary realm.
Thank you. Perfect.
Is that it? Good.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so then, so bodhicitta practice, when you give rise to bodhicitta, so then do you, what do you have to do with these 3 jivas? The question is to the French.
Well, you have to offer everything to the 3 jewels.
Okay.
Your body, your possessions, all your objects of enjoyment, and all the roots of virtue that you accomplish should be offered to the 3 jewels. I guess that would be one of the accumulations of merit. Can you hear me?
Okay, so sorry, but my connection is like still not really good.
Can you
hear my voice or no?
I can hear you now. Now you're frozen.
So no.
Lost in space. Are you back?
There are two Kempos.
Okay. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yes.
You can hear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I off the computer and join the phone. I think that's better. Okay, so then we go into the teaching. So you have good already? That's enough, I think, tonight test. So now we are, today we are in the page 82, right? Page
Middle of
82, middle of the page 82, yeah? Third, 4, and 2. So engaging bodhicitta, ethical discipline. The precepts of engaging bodhicitta are the fourth, Jigten Sumgo right. Dompe Tsitem Simjin Tongzi Tang. So please check your mic is like, can you mute someone? Someone not mute. Dompe Tsitem Simjin Tongzi Tang. Authentically practice the threefold ethical discipline. First is restraining from wrongdoing. Second is working for benefit of sentient beings. So third is the next root text coming. This area is so much information, so it's very hard. We will have to really pay attention. And so much information, like short, it's a paragraph. So now in the Bodhisattva Pitaka, ethical discipline is said to have 3 vantage points. Some also here is words is really hard. I really cannot make correctly pronunciation. Some is, I'm sure that. So you can see, if I didn't do correctly, please let me know. So this section is the Bodhisattvas. When long as we talk the Bodhisattva vows, so we have to follow these ethical disciplines. And the ethical discipline, this conduct is a Bodhisattva's conduct. So same is when we talked to Vinayana last week, there's like monks has like what 253, nuns like up to 300 something. So the laws about the details, the vows. So same thing in the Bodhisattva here also, who told the Bodhisattva, told the vows, there's root vowel and also branch vowels. So that's the reason it's going into the ethical discipline. The first step of ethical discipline is the ethical discipline of restraining oneself from negative action or no-virtue. So long as who told the Bodhisattva vows, they have to abandon the no-virtuous deeds. Bodhisattva must follow the virtuous deeds. You know, we have to abandon the non-virtuous deeds, negative action or no-virtue. So then the talk about the, like what is no-virtuous, negative action is like followed by body, speech, and mind. So when you talk about this bodhicitta vow, is mind is a principle. So mind is important. That's the reason, you know, like usually when we share lots about intention, as long as we have a good intention, not like thinking about our own benefits, so thinking about others' benefits. So that is all is virtuous deeds and a good intention. The non-virtuous, like here say negative action, is like not great at the intention, so wanting to benefit our own benefits, so take advantage from other people and wanting to harm for others. So that kind, you know, mind is called negative action, non-virtuous. So long as we taught the Bodhisattva vow, so we have to restraining oneself from negative action or non-virtue. So that is the first like Bodhisattva's ethical discipline vow. This means to be abandon non-virtue and keep the mind in a virtue state. So we have to follow the virtuous deed. Long as we abandon non-virtuous, then it's our mind is in the virtuous state. So sometimes we talk about this non-virtuous detail, and then we recognize right away what means virtuous deeds. Just it's opposite side of the non-virtuous, it's virtuous deeds. So the second tip, so that's the first one, restraining from wrongdoing. No, it's the second is the working for the benefit of sentient beings. So long as we take the Bodhisattva vow, we have to benefit for others. Bodhisattva means when we talk the vows, we say our promise is we say we're going to benefit for others. So that's the reason we are son of the Buddha, daughter of the Buddhas. The second tip, the ethical discipline of working for the benefit of sentient beings, encompasses the activity of completely refining sentient beings by accomplishing their benefit, happiness, and well-being. So we're working for benefit sentient beings. So working for benefit other beings encompasses the activity of completely refining sentient beings by accomplishing their benefit, happiness, and well-being. So that is just a short information. The two is like it comes. I think more details about these two. The third type of ethical discipline is mentioned here in the root text. So third is Gewa Chiddhi Sitamyanda Zone and gathering virtuous dharma. So actually opposite of the first one. The first one, this third one is like, you know, introduce each other. Like long as we does negative actions, then we lose the gathering virtuous dharma. So long as you join gathering virtuous dharma, and other side, like, you know, the negative action is like become diminish or subduing or diminish, I think, like that. So with the ethical discipline of gathering virtuous dharma, the Bodhisattva increase the roots of virtue and bring them to full perfection. So gathering virtuous dharma is like we have to create accumulation merit. We have to create true accumulation merit. And of course, then much ever we can do, good things, virtuous deeds, much ever we can. So abandon the non-virtuous and gathering virtuous dharma. So then also benefit others. So this theory is the Bodhisattva's conduct. Follow the conduct. This theory is the main essence. So now the abandon or no virtues. So not abandon no virtues. More detail is coming. If we maintain such a mind of abandoning no virtue only for our own personal benefit, wishing only for our own achievement of peace for nirvana, then we are practice the ethical discipline of shavakas. So when we take this Bodhisattva's vows, when we practice the Dharma, so we abandon the non-virtuous deeds, then that is only like for personal benefit. We're only thinking about our own benefits. So wishing only for our own achievement of peace for nirvana. So then that practice is called become Hinayana, like lower worker. So see, this is like followed by the main practice, Dharma, not followed by the person. So we cannot point the person is Hinayana, person is Mahayana. So when you practice that time, that followed by your intention. So long as your intention is thinking about own benefits, your practice is become only take you to, nirvana is like Pachika Buddha or Aha level, that prayer practice. Only the result is like Aha level. So we practice like abandon the non-virtuous, like practice Dharma, is reason is wanting for benefit others, wanted to help for others, not thinking about our own benefits. So that result is Buddhahood. So that is the followed by the intention. So it's followed by the Dharma, not followed by the person.
Kempo, can I ask you some questions? Or is it too early?
Yeah, it's okay.
Right here,
Give me short answer question, okay?
Okay, so right here, I'm surprised that you don't say you should abandon non-virtue so that you don't harm others. Instead you're saying you should abandon non-virtue because you should actually work to benefit others. It seems like they're two different things. That's one question. I can save my other question.
Can you say again what I didn't get that one?
Okay, so the Hinayana level is is wanting to abandon non-virtue because you don't want you're wanting your own gain. You want your own peace and nirvana.
Yes.
So the Bodhisattva level, I thought the words you would say were, you should abandon non-virtue so that you don't hurt other people. You don't want to hurt other people.
So actually both is not hurt other people, but this is like followed by intention. Like we say, oh, I'm not going to hurt other people. Otherwise I get a good, create a good, bad karma and I'm going to falling into the lower realms. So then you don't harm for others. So that's intention,
Okay, I understand.
The intention is called peaceful nirvana, is shavakas. Then, okay, I'm not going to harm for others. I wanted to benefit others. Like, no harming for also reason is like, I wanted to benefit others. Like something like you have bodhicitta, intention, good intention. So that makes different.
Okay.
Okay, but if we take our bodhisattva vows and maintain them with the motivation is keeping the vows in order for all sentient beings to attain completely perfect enlightenment. So intention makes a change, but vow is become same. This intention change, like your vow is like become Hinayana or Mahayana bodhisattva vows. So this vow is followed by intention. Then we are upholding the ethical discipline of the bodhisattvas. Thus is the kind of ethical discipline we should hold. So we have to follow that way, because we take the bodhisattva vows. We have to should follow the, vow is to keep the vows in order for all sentient beings to attain complete perfect enlightenment. So this is the kind of ethical discipline we should hold. There are 4 factors that cause these 3 modes of ethical discipline to be damaged or impaired. The root text explains. So this ethical discipline, bodhisattva vows, is have they have damage or impure, can be like this because of these 4 factors. There are 4 factors, means they have to come, 4 of these have to come together. And then our bodhisattva vow is going to lost. If these 4 factors is lost one, only 3 comes together, still bodhisattva vow is not really broken, root not broken, but of course like some bodhisattva like ethical discipline is all diminished, practice dharma is diminished. So root text is here, Nyumong Tapu Wanyer Tsawate, the root becoming overpowered by strong negative emotion. If we incur the downfall of forsaking any sentient being as our described below, and the following 4 factors are intact. So we have to talk about the 4 factors here. These 4 factors also need like intention. Intention is the most important. Sometimes like we just like mistakenly happening something, that is no count. We will amass a very heavy vow transgression. So then our vow is like become transgression. It's broken. So the 4 factors are, first one is being motivated by intense negative emotion and committing the downfall or wanting to committed it. So the first one is intention, really want to do that, and happy to do, of course, like wanting to do, motivation. First one is motivation, committed the downfall or wrongdoing to commitment it. It's motivation. So by intense negative emotion and committing the downfall for wanting to commitment it. Tomorrow you're going to get this area test, so you should remember what is the first one, what is the second one. Very important section. The second is not feeling self-conscious as or ashamed about committing it. So second one is like, not feeling self-conscious as or ashamed about committing it, means like something we do or then we ashamed or like, oh, I did that wrong, you have something regret. Then that second factor is not happening. But if long as you don't have that, then this second factor also happening. So long as we don't have this self-conscious us or ashamed about committing it. Then third is feeling feeling happy and enthusiastic about such a negative action. So really happy to do, joy to do that, and harm for others, or something like create a non-virtuous deed. And the fourth is not seeing such an act as problematic. Then number four is fourth factor is like you don't see that as a problem actually. It's due to ignorance because they don't recognize it's problematic. So this it's kind of like, say someone does like no virtuous deed, the people who do the fishing, they has this kind of four factors, and they like to do, they don't they have motivation wanting to do that due to because of negative emotion. The first factor is for their heart. Then second also, not feeling self-conscious, there's no shame, no shy, they like to show, oh, I get fish, so there's no regret. Third also, they're happy to do that, they have enthusiastic. Then they have a fourth because they don't see that it's a big problem, they don't see that it's harming for the others, they don't recognize that. So that's kind of, it's like four factors. It's a broken Bodhisattva vows. This four factor comes broken the Bodhisattva vows. So some hunters does like that, hunters all has like these four factors. They have due to negative emotion. First one they has, second one they has, third one they has, fourth one they has. You think about, and then fishing boats all has that, like all this does like things. No virtuous deed, harming, harming for animals, doing things, people. So they all has these four factors. So long as you told the Bodhisattva vows, you cannot do this. Four of these comes together, no virtuous. Then broken vows. It's missing one part, then still you're not broken the vows, but of course it's did no virtuous deeds. So that has a like little bit different, like you lose vow or you did no virtuous, levels. So lose vow means like you have to do this four of this, then you lose vow. Same is like the monks and the nuns vow, same thing. There has four factors too, and the Hinayana tradition, but it's different. This is all is based on the more intentions, or is more intention. So Hinayana, the Theravada tradition, based on this four vow is followed by the like object. So that's why it's different. So Hinayana tradition, like if you going to lose the vow, like monks vows, like you wanted to kill something, it must be human being. And then of course, if you no misunderstanding, like which person is like exactly, you understand clearly, and then there also first like you wanting that, and then secondly you preparation, third your engaging, fourth you rejoice. So that kind of like have the four factors also in the Hinayana follows too. And this is the Bodhisattva vows also have four factors. So long as it comes four factors, then lose the Bodhisattva vows. So that person have to retake again Bodhisattva vows, and already broken 100%. So you lose, you don't have these four factors. You have first factor, second factor. So then you, and the last two is not there. So maybe you not happy. Oh yeah, I did a mistake. I did it wrong. And then you see, oh, that's the big problem. So then you right away do confessions, and the Bodhisattva vow is not going to last. So that's the reason here, the 4 factors. With these 4 factors, if we so no using these things, no is another 4 is coming, you know, the 4 factors comes and then intention, then doing these things, we're going to lose the vow. So think about it. Praise and honor ourselves while denigrating someone else out of jealousy or our competitiveness. So first one, like example, thinking about their own benefits, and then due to the of course like jealousy, praise and honor ourselves. So then we say like, you know, due to that and telling some things like, you know, like kind of like criticize or other bodhisattvas, criticize other bodhisattvas. So then you wanted to do that, you have intention. And the second is like, then when you do that and you're not feeling self-conscious or shame about any committing, so then your feeling is happy to do that, and you don't see that is problem, that then your vow is become broken. So that is the first. Second is if someone requests or begs us for the Dharma or material support and we fail to grant it when we have the means to give it. The second is someone asks give Dharma teaching. If you know the Dharma teaching, you know the Dharma, so you have ability to giving that teaching for others. Someone really beg for you, giving me some teaching, so you abandon that. Or someone is dying like thirsty, hunger, you have food, you have clothes, and you have drink, you don't give them. They ask you, give, beg for you, and you denied. So then, with these 4 factors, then the vow is become broken, it's gone. So that's the second. The third, when someone confesses and apologizes to us for wrongdoing and we fail to accept the apology, so then this is like, see, the especially for the teachers and students, or someone did something wrong, you know, did no virtuous deeds. So then they're going to do the confession for them, but then the teacher didn't accept that. Whatever the student, you know, did the confesses, but teacher denied, you know, they don't accept. So then that you know, someone like also same thing, like long as we are Bodhisattva told the vows, so someone harmful us, then we doesn't like that person, we stop the talking, we just stop everything with the sharing everything with them. Then that person say, oh, I did a mistake, I want to apologize for you. So then we have to accept that. If we don't accept that, then they also lose Bodhisattva vows. Follow these 4 factors. So follow these 4 factors, lose Bodhisattva vows. Then fourth one is if someone alone for the Dharma, but we withhold the Dharma teachings and instead instruct them in non-Dharma. If we do any of these 4 things, then some people like ask Dharma teaching. So someone like ask you some suggestion, you know, good things, something. So you even Dharma giving that wrong Dharma, or you can like wrong information given to like some other people. So that's also the lost the, then become vowels, because followed by these 4 factors. If you do this, follow the 4 factors, then they're going to lose the vowels. So that is the 4 things is most important. This four factor is like hold the vowel, you know. Means like 4 factor is like we have to recognize like something we do wrong. We have to recognize, oh, I'm like this action has 4 factors coming. So then you recognize that you have to stop. If you cannot stop first one, second one, then we have to stop third or fourth. So then not going to lose the bodhisattva vowels. So if we do any of these 4 things, and the previous less of 4 factors are completely, we will incur a downfall of our bodhisattva precepts. So then bodhisattva precept is lost. And our bodhisattva vowel will become degenerated at the very root, means like 100%, 100% the bodhisattva vowel is gone. No any even still like small things there. If the 4 factors comes together, and we just like this, talk about the 4 things there. Okay, so now that 4 is the 4 root vowels. Bodhisattva's 4 root vowels. Next is talking about the branch downfalls are explained as follows. So this is the branch vowels, not the root vowels. Branch vowel is called, you know, also the vowel is like kind of like diminish, but still you can confess in yourself, you can, you know, reset yourself again, kind of reset again yourself, something like that, you know. So Sakpa, Drink, Yenla, Nizenjor. Through meddling, drawn first, one in course corruption of the branch precepts. Please, can you sit down? Yeah. Through this includes, so that's a Saban okay. Through middling drawn first, one in core corruption of the branch precepts. This includes not going for refuge in the three jivas and not venerating and making offering to the jivas. So if we take the refuge vowel, we have a bodhisattva vowel, then we know to going for refuge in the three jivas and not venerating and making offering to the jivas. So that's also the drawn first, like middling drawn first, is branch vowels. When attachment suffices, not immediately taking hold of mind with mindful awareness. Not immediately taking hold of the mind with mindful awareness. So then second is not the when attachment suffices, like when attachment or anger arise. So that time not immediately taking hold of the mind with mindful awareness. We don't recognize. So we follow the emotion, you know, emotion control us. We create some negative things. So that's also the branch vowel. So when we attachment or this, you know, emotion arise, that time we have to just recognize with the mindful and the awareness. Then not showing faith, reverence, and respect for the elders and the great masters. So we have to respect for older people. And also, of course, we have to respect for everyone, you know, nice to everyone. So that's the main point, especially either people. And kind of like when we get the same transportation, so either people sometimes like stand and we take the seat, we not giving to for them seat. So we see the either people like the body is like weak and like not easy to kind of like like when you take the bus or train, sometimes like many people come into the train and bus, so young people sit in the seat, and either people they can't get a seat, we don't give a seat for them. Sometimes like either people get difficult to tire, so maybe some people happy to happen that like to happen that, so then that kind of is also don't far the branch vowel is broken. So then this section is really hard, so many informations. Not masters and not answering Dharma questions. Someone asks question Dharma, so not giving answers. Then also it's the not good for the Bodhisattva vowels. So easy to say, not good for Bodhisattva vowels. Not accepting requests for offerings. Someone offering for something, so you don't accept that, denied that. So this denied also that also have reasons, like someone you doesn't like, or like try to make kind of like we say punish, or that's why you don't want to accept or something like that. Actually followed by intention. If your intention you really recognize and shouldn't take, then of course like the not that. But intentionally, just that is you have to accept, but you don't accept. Take request for offerings, not accepting offering of gore and such if they are presented by faithful disciples. So then some disciples offering the gore and through the devotion, faithful, and then denied that, not accepting. So that's also not good for Bodhisattva vow. Taking money or resources, disgenerated, I think. Disgenerated or disgenerated.
Deceitfully.
Designated.
Designate, I say designate for Dharma purpose and deceitfully misusing them for other activities. So then, actually, this translation is not 100% same as the Tibetan follows, so I'm not sure. So Tibetan is not talking about anything money here. So Tibet is like most important is what they talk. If you have to give Dharma for them, but you don't give the Dharma, you say I have to do something, and you saying like misusing them for other activities. I have to do some other things. Just the main point is you don't want to share Dharma. Then you saying something like I say I have to go, I have to meet someone. It's not really truth, but you does like that. It's also broken vowel. The not broken vowel, but it's also branch vowels are explained as follows. Branch vowel is branch vowel, broken branch vowels. Then abandoning those who have impaired their ethical causes, I think causes of discipline, refusing to teach to those with faith, refusing to help sentient beings when it is within one's capacity to do so. So some, you know, like disabled did, you know, kind of like, so here is the uh, ethical discipline, you know, they did some wrong thing for ethical discipline, some disabled like student or someone did that. So then you don't take care of them, you know, I mean, like you just say, let them to do that. You didn't stop that. So that is the become also branch vowels, like broken branch vowel, bodhisattva branch, bodhisattva branch vowels. So we know that someone not doing great thing and they're going to do some, you know, the broken ethical discipline or something. So we have to stop that. If we don't stop them, if we have a ability to do that, you know, some other also going to listening to us, and we recognize they're going to listening us, they're going to doing wrong things. So you have ability to do that, but we don't do that. So that's the help sentient beings when it is within one's capacity to do so. So then, so another is like there's two things already done. One is like someone did, you know, broken ethical or ethical discipline is like incorrect, impure their ethical, so we don't stop them. Second is we have ability to help for others. We didn't help them, so that two things finish there. And so also using philatry to acquire, I think, acquire resources. So something like you try to get things from others, you know, using just, I think it's a philatry, you know, using some words, and you didn't really ask them to give me, but using some words, different ways, try to get things from others. And just motivation, you want to take something from others. Then dressing in a showy and authentic to us way, and supporting irreverent dharma gossip. So this, I don't know, the translation is like really 100% understand. The Tibetan words is really, really difficult to understand. What means this showy and abstain to us, way, and scourting irreverent dharma gossip. What means these things in the English? I don't know.
Kind of. That means they're like a great display, very vulgar, like in your face, over the top, and don't really mean it. You know, like look at me kind of way.
Oh yeah, that's good. Then what is the reverent dharma gossip means?
Spouting Kempo is like when something like a fountain, like it comes out like that. So you're spitting out gossip that isn't respectful to Dharma practitioners or your teachers.
Okay, so then that's good. So that's so that's it, yeah. So then that two is actually together one. Then another is a failing to abandon such behavior even after one's reputation has been darkened, right? Darkened. Feeling to correct someone who is engaged in a negative action. So first one is like if we have this kind of like failing to abandon such behavior, something we did wrong, but then we don't accept that even after one's reputation has been darkened, failing to correct someone who is engaged in a negative action. When someone, so that's the okay, so being darkened feeling. So then also to correct someone who is engaging in a negative action, we can, someone doing no virtuous deed, so we have to telling them change, but we don't ask them to do change, you know. We can not give directions, correct someone who is engaging in a negative action. So then when someone scolds you, hits you, shows anger towards you, or public reverse your hiding or hidden force, hidden force, hidden force. So that doing the four things, like there has four things, like scold you, hit you, two, shows anger towards you, third, the fourth is a public reverse your hidden force. So these four things, reacting. So someone does like that for us, we also reacting again by doing any of these four things back to him or her. Abandon, so that's also the kind of like, you know, broken the branch vowel. Then abandoning someone who is angry at you. So that someone is angry at us, so we have to no abandoning for that person. I think we have to compassion to that person, but no compassion to that person, like just get rid of our mind, you know, abandoning someone who is angry at you. Not listening to someone's admission of wrongdoing. So then some like, of course, telling us, and they say telling us like, oh, you did this wrong. We're not listening to someone's admission of wrongdoing, but abandon him or her. So we don't listening them who says doesn't matter. So we don't ignore them. So that's also incorrect too. Then feeling to use the antidote to abandon a mind of anger in response to the negative action of others. So then we are angry to somebody. We not using, you know, our antidote for anger. So feeling to use the antidote to abandon a mind of anger, response to the negative action of others. So someone makes us difficult negatively, so we respond for them. You know, we don't use like any antidote for method. Someone like telling us that, so then we don't practice 37 Bodhisattva. So we telling back to same thing again. We don't use any method to take to the positive path. Gathering many disciples for the sake of gaining respect and honor. So then, wrong motivation, even you teaching Dharma or whatever you're doing, like try to get many people and showing for own benefits. So seeking, gaining respect and honor. So then that's also, Buddhists shouldn't do that. Not engaging in practice regularly, then Bodhisattvas of course always practice regularly and the love and the compassion, benefit others, but not doing engaging in practice regularly. Letting time pass because of laziness. So just time passing, you know, and not only engaging virtuous deeds. Spending your time caught up in either other talk, just meaningless talking, because of attachment, due to attachment. So this other talk is causes of attachment, causes of emotion, talk about like that kind. Then that's also the breaking of the branch vowels, Bodhisattva branch vowel. Not looking for the meaning or nature. So not looking for the meaning or nature of meditation. So not really going to meditate, not looking to the meaning of meditation, not try to meditate, not try to practice, but the main point is not try to practice Dharma. The nature of meditation means like the reality of Dharma. We have to practice like 4 thoughts, love, compassion, bodhicitta, wisdom, like all we talk the stage of meditation. That kind of sections like something we have to cultivate. We don't do that. So then that's also the causes of the broken the Bodhisattva's branch vowel. Not abandoning obscurations to meditative stability. So then sometimes we have a obscuration to the meditation, but we not try to get rid of our obscurations. Then clinging to samatha meditation as a supreme. So then sometimes the shamatha is so important or not important the vipassana. So criticize wisdom, is only attached to shamatha. Like that means like too much attached to shamatha, criticize vipassana. So that's also incorrect. Rejecting the shavaka's waker or together and refusing to teach it to those who are certain to benefit them that level of teaching. So then, or everyone is not Bodhisattva's, capacity or the everyone is not like level of a Bodhisattva's teaching. So someone need like this Shavaka's teaching. Shavaka means like Vinayana teachings, Hinayana teachings. They're really important for some others. So that teaching benefit for them, but you refuse to teach that, and also not benefit their people, other people. So that's also incorrect for Bodhisattva vows. Not being diligent at maintaining your Bodhisattva vows. Then, so if we already told the Bodhisattva vows, so that is like diligent at maintaining your Bodhisattva vows, even though it is of great benefit to you. Exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors, abandon Mahayana and adopting the practice of the Hinayana path. So if we have like this first is like we have Bodhisattva vow, we're not engaging that, maintaining Bodhisattva vow, that's also incorrect Bodhisattvas. Then also not follow the Dharma. So that's also incorrect. Then, so here says, exerting yourself in non-dharmic endeavors. So abandoning Mahayana and adopting the practice of Hinayana path. So that's also incorrect. Like Bodhisattvas, of course, practicing Hinayana, but also your more main focus have to Mahayana, have to focus Mahayana. So then someone say, only follow the Hinayana, then not follow the Mahayana. That means like actually you not follow the intention. So bodhicitta, not follow the bodhicitta. So then laughing at someone who is being made fun of, that's also incorrect. Intentionally like laughing for someone fun. Praising yourself or your own side. So then you say, oh, I'm good, I'm best, like praising to your side and laughing for others and try to push down. And designating, right? Designating,
Denigrating.
denigrating others, denigrating others or making fun of others. Even if not verbally, but just with your expressions. So not really saying words, but it's just you showing that your body language, you know. Not going to receive Dharma because of pride. Some then say, oh, I have Dharma, I know Dharma is also not receiving Dharma teaching from others. Criticizing other Dharma teachers out of jealousy. Refusing to do obstacle, remove ritual for the sake. So then sometimes we have to do ritual things. Like someone sick, so they ask like medicine Buddha, we have to do ritual things. They refusing to do that. Refusing to do obstacle, removing ritual for the sake. They say, oh no, I'm not going to do rituals. I only do meditation, shamatha. I'm not going to do these prayers, you know, ritual things. So denied that. That's also not incorrect for Bodhisattvas. Acting disagreeable, and confrontational. So, thrown on the loma acting disagreeable and confrontational with your friends. So, not follow the friend's view, and or this friend or your friend has a view of good intention, wanting to do good things together. So then, not disagree with them. So that kind, you know, and not praising the good quality of others. So sometimes, like some we see some bodhisattvas benefit others. We know their qualities. If you tell the qualities other bodhisattvas, then they benefit others more. And also you can see that, you know, you tell the other bodhisattvas qualities that the who heard that person also get benefits. So you recognize that you didn't talk that, you know, due to jealousy. So that kind. All of this fall into the category of downfalls. So that is part of category downfalls, means not correct, but this is all incorrect. Not broken in the vows, but Bodhisattvas shouldn't do these things because it's like, you know, or it's incorrect. Follow the good, not good motivations, not really benefiting others. So most of this, the main important is there has like kind of a pride and jealousy, attachment, or it's best on the emotions, whatever they do things like. That's the reason is Bodhisattvas shouldn't do that. Okay, so no. Okay, so that is the tonight teaching is really hard. It's so you can do better than me because I cannot this make correctly pronunciation. Some words is really hard to understand, but for you it's really easy. So that's just tonight you have great practice patience. That is your patience. That is your diligence. That is your morality. That is your generosity. All is your six perfections you did tonight. I appreciate. Thank you very much, everyone. And you have any questions?
Kimpo, I have a question from the past.
Yeah, Campbell, I want to.
Oh, go ahead.
Campbell, I want to ask, like the Bodhisattva, well, it seems it's always really complex behavioral, and like if I refuse that other people's teaching, then I lost my ask for teaching and I lost my bodhisattva vow, such a, oh, I am not forgiving other people. How about the bodhisattva, the path toward enlightenment? Is anything they did for not enhance their enlightenment activity? Is that also not good for their vow? I mean, in more spiritual path, like not to others, but to himself or herself.
So what means, like, you mean the who Bodhisattvas do this? What do you say? I didn't get exactly.
Like the
Sorry about.
Bodhisattva, if the Bodhisattva say that, oh, if you want me to teach, I don't want to teach you, and that's you broken your vow, isn't it? But how about to himself?
That's not broken vow. Not broken vow. That is okay. That's a lesson first. That is not broken vow, but that is not good. But that's also dependent. Like if you say I'm not going to teach, it's like you really abandon the person, or the person should you wanted to change something, the behavior. That's why you don't want to teach, because like you wanted to benefit that person. You teach that person that teaching not going to benefit. So that's the reason you denied, or you just recognize that the person is not correct. That's why you don't teach. So that's always dependent. Like you have to know this all details. Right now here talking about generally, okay, someone asks teaching, so you don't teach that. You did like mistake. Bodhisattvas did a mistake. But then that situation has so many different situations. Like you don't teach means. So the some disciples have pride. They just try to test you, or try to make you fun. That's why I ask you teaching or something, like have something different agendas for others. Ask you, then you say no. That is no problem. But someone really seeking Dharma, really seeking Dharma, you have ability to do that. You denied it. So then that's kind of, like, then Bodhisattvas, usually Bodhisattvas never do that.
Okay. Yes. But how about if the Bodhisattva is not the Buddha yet, and they are still a little Bodhisattva, and so they still have their defilement, they still have their anger, jealousy, those kind of things. And if they didn't aware, and then they, because of jealousy or something, and then they were not able to carry their vow, is it okay?
So
like they are not perfect Bodhisattva yet. They are within the
yeah, of course, like we are in the relative level, like ordinary people, like not always perfect Bodhisattva, yes. But the long as you do something wrong, like you recognize, oh, I cannot do that, you regret and do confessions, or it's like you can fix again. Bodhisattva vow is the same as the goal change.
So
goal means like goal is like you can make change again and again, never broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mean that
you can fix again. You can fix.
And you. Okay. So we can fix our Bodhisattva vow.
Yeah, if we do the wrong, and we can fix again.
When you make a vow, you are not supposed to. But if you make a vow, you are not supposed to change it, isn't it?
Sometimes we mistakenly we do wrong, so we can confess again. You can retake again vow. So we try to not happening that, but sometimes due to emotions, always happening.
Yes. So do we have to get a new Bodhisattva vow, or we just say, I confess, then my Bodhisattva vow is renewed again? Do I have to go to a teacher to ask a bodhisattva vow again, or I don't have to? I just confess.
You
and
can
I
take
repent.
from this. You can take from the statue and the tanka, special object, and the stupas, and you can confess. You
Okay.
know, like first you take it from the teacher, and the second time you can do like, you know, renewed again from this special object.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
reason.
That's
Like
easy.
example, if you chant every morning, if you chant every morning this refuge prayer and bodhicitta prayers, it's again, you know, renewed again. And if you do something wrong, it's purifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you,
So no,
Temple.
it's a
Thank
measure.
you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Measure your question.
It's very quick, Kempo. I'm just curious.
Yes.
On page 78 at the bottom, from our past teaching, it says, in the worst case scenario, we will be inseparable from the three jewels and reborn in an extraordinary realm. I just want to know what that realm is.
Page which one?
78.
So that's not today, right?
No, it was the last teaching.
Hmm. So what is the premise and 78?
At the bottom, what is an extraordinary realm?
Oh. Joy in the best case scenario, we will become perfectly waking Buddha. In the middle scenario, we become realized Bodhisattva on the premier path. And the worst case scenario, we were inseparable from the three jewels and reborn in an extraordinary realm. Extraordinary realm is so we reborn to the higher realms with Dharma. So right now we have an extraordinary realm because we reborn the human being and with Dharma.
Okay. So any realm that has Dharma is extraordinary.
Yeah, three jewels and reborn in extraordinary realms. Three jewels means like that, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha.
Okay. Thank you, Kempo.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're really studying.
Tempo?
I had a
Oh.
Okay, EDG.
A few times we've mentioned being born in a higher realm, last night I got to thinking, saying we're not talking about the God realm or the jealousy God realms. We're talking about some other realm, right? We're being born in a different realm. Is that?
Yes.
That's correct. I don't see any advantage of being born in a God's realm in samsara. You know?
So you mean which one you're talking about? In the teaching or you?
In the teaching, yeah. What does it mean to be born in a higher realm?
Higher realm is usually human being in the God's realm.
But that's not an advantage. That's still suffering, right?
Yeah. It's of course like still in samsara. So we talk about three lower realms, three higher realms, 6 realms. So then here is referred to extraordinary means like, you know, when you reborn, higher realms, not always Dharma there, but extraordinary means when is the Dharma, you have connections.
Okay. I don't, that doesn't make sense to me. So I'll just wait.
The advantage, Ed, is that you will be able to practice Dharma as an animal, for example. If you were born in the animal realm, you will not have the opportunity to practice Dharma, to get teachings, to, you know, that I guess is the advantage from other realms. Or in a God's realm, you will not have that advantage, that opportunity. while in the human and God's realm, you can learn and practice. Is that correct, Kempo?
Yes, yes.
I didn't think they taught Dharma in the God's realms. Is there Dharma in the
No,
God's
what is
realms?
like ADG like question is like what means higher realms, right?
Yes.
The
What
higher realms are like 3 higher realms, 3 lower realms. We talk about the 6 realms. Yeah.
No, but he asked, what's the advantage to be born in the human or the God realm, right?
The God realm is
He
a
doesn't know what the
temporary
advantage is.
joy, temporary enjoyment, temporary happiness. So that's why, you know, like its advantages means like good things, like they have a temporary joy and happy, better than human beings.
But I don't see it as being more beneficial.
No.
The benefit I see is being born
like,
in the
of course,
human
who
realm.
someone like who really seeking for enlightened, and then of course there is no really, you know, perfect place to reborn to the God's realm. If you are attached to future life, something good place, then God realm is perfect. So many human beings lifetimes you can stay in the God realm. Is everything's perfect there, you know, no disease like this. And you don't need social distance.
Okay,
You don't have to go to work hard for get grocery, you know, like go like these things. No anything like that in the God realm. It's perfect actually.
Okay, so in the essence of Mahayana, when we're talking about being born in a higher realm, it means we're still ending up in samsara.
Yes, yes. Higher realm is samsara.
Okay.
So here is like refer to Jiva and reborn in extraordinary realm means like then where is the Buddha Dharma Sangha? So that is called extraordinary realm. If someone told the Bodhisattva was lowest case, future life, you have a Dharma. Highest life is like become your goal, like Devachin, or you become enlightened.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Kempo,
Yes.
what is the difference between increasing virtue and increasing roots of virtue?
I think it's the same, right?
Okay, we're just talking about increasing the paramitas until they're perfect?
Yeah.
Okay.
So where is that? It's
page 84. Page 84. The
page
overview.
84?
Yeah, the overview.
I want to make sure. So today we follow by the teaching from Mahayana. I have to give a correctly answer. So otherwise I get also Buddhist hours like 1 hours if you don't give correctly answer. Okay. So then where is that?
At the top of the page, right before 3.4.21, it
Okay.
says,
Working for benefit of sentient beings, someone's the activity of a completely rapid sentient being by accomplishing the benefit, happiness, and well-being. The third step of ethical discipline, root text. Here in the root text. So with the ethical discipline of gathering virtue dharma, the Bodhisattva increase. You mean the gathering virtue is dharma and increasing? What difference you mean?
Then the very last sentence, Bodhisattva increases the roots of virtue and brings them to full perfection.
Bodhisattva increases the roots of virtue and bring them to full perfection. I see. So like, you know, we chant the prayer, like we practice Bodhisattva increasing, right? If we don't have a bodhicitta vowels, like we try to get bodhicitta in our mind, and then what we have a bodhicitta is increasing, practice increasing. Rules of virtue and bring them to full perfection. So that also the practice is like perfection means like really the pure bodhicitta and meaningful, like kind of pure ones. And you say like you're going to get food, or I want to get organic food, organic, you know, like kind of perfect food, good for body, like, you know, good for everything, like lots of nutrition, something like that, for perfection.
Okay, and then the bodhisattva works for the benefit of beings until they're completely ripened. This means until they reach Buddhahood.
Yes. Until the Buddhahood, they have effort to benefit others. When they become Buddha, so then it's no need effort, just naturally, no need thoughts, no any effort to benefit others.
Okay, thank you.
When you have become Buddha, no stop benefit others. Okay. So now we go. Anyone has a question? No, right?
Kimbo, I have a quick question.
Yes.
On page 88, in the middle of the page, can you speak a little bit more about not abandoning obscurations to meditative stability? Does that mean more than abandoning the afflictive emotions?
So where is that one? Is Samadhi?
On page 88, in the middle of the page.
If meditation not abandoning obscuration, you mean that one?
Yes.
Meditation not abandoning obscuration to meditative stability, clinging to samadhi. Okay, so that's a so where is this? Not abandoning obscuration to meditative stability. So when we meditate and then we have obscurations, so not try to get rid of obstacles, not abandoning obstacles. And also so they have different levels actually. Example, like when you going to meditate, like you have a fogginess, sleepy, and emotions together. So not try to get rid of that. And when you meditate, not abandoning obscuration to meditation. That's also obscuration, our meditation, right? And then if you don't do correctly shamatha meditation, vipassana, so not removing the obstacle, like kind of like not removing our negative emotions. So that's like follow the kind of two different meanings. Two different meanings. Like first, like you remove the obstacle for meditation, like let go thoughts, let go emotions, everything. So that's also obstacle. Like when you are in the meditation, then you have to do perfectly meditate. Otherwise, like our emotions, the meditations are not going to introduce to our emotions. So that's also incorrect too. So what we do is something practice Dharma must be introduced to the negativity, like emotions. So then purify karma, you know, like we do meditation correctly, purify karma. So that's like, I think it's follow the two different levels.
Thank you. That's very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you understand, right, what I'm saying?
I do. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we're going to do the prayers. Prayer tonight, I'm going to do the Tibetan. Very small, tiny screen right now. I cannot see anyone. So I'm going to chant the Tibetan. Ema o ngom zara sanje nam wain da ye se jo wo tu ye jian bo dang yong de sen ban de jian do nam mai san ye san sen ban ne ko ji ko de jian ngom zara ba de me ba ye de wa ji ye sa ve jian gan de da yin de ne zen bu jiu ma dai jie wai jin je par mai ju ba ru te re jin ne nan de yar dong yo de ge da ge mo lan da ban de so je san sen dang jie jie ke me zhe ba re xin jie la de zor ya da ben zan de ya awan bo de na ye zo san jo sen jo ren bo je ma je ba na ji jo re je ba nya ba ne ba yang gong ne gong de pe wa ri jo song nam de ye dam je zi ba nye dong ne nye pe zha na wang ze de ji ga nam je ba lin zhu ba ye si pen zo le zhou wa ri jo yang ba ra ba be jie da ran jian ba dan gen de zang bo de yan de yen de de dai gen je ji se da le jian ge wai de dai dam je ra de xi zai gen ze gen jin ji jie jie den ren ne lai wang de di gong ba ren jian bar jie den ba zen de bar xie zhou de zang gong ben zen jiu jie. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you so much, Kempo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, everyone.
Good night tomorrow.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
No?
Hello, goodbye.
Hello, goodbye.